Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. We're going to do something different today, so it's just going to be a general reading. I've been getting a lot of messages from my guides, basically saying things like, you just need to speak and let the cards, make the decision on what you're going to be talking about, rather than like focused readings on a certain topic or whatever. We need to focus on whatever is coming out on the cards. So, and whatever decks are calling my name. So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate your likes and subscribes and stuff. So let's get started. What are we doing for Sag today? What are we doing? We're doing this one. Okay. The Ascended Masters. Let's see who wants to talk to you. Who wants to talk to Sag? Okay, here we go. Top card. Babaji talks about yoga. We've got Hina and Mother Mary coming out too a little bit too. Talks about yoga, stretching your body in certain ways, and also stretching your mind. Oh, we need another one. Oh, okay. This one. All right. I'm just doing whatever they tell me to do. All right, what else here? It's yoga with Babaji. Or Babaji? I think it's Babaji. Let's see, what else for Sagittarius, please? What else? Oh, yes. Joy. Okay, good. One more. I'm just a slave here. What else? Okay, that one. We've got the Swan. Okay, yeah, you're making some changes. You're making some changes in your life, Sag. You're doing some things where you're stretching your mind in new directions here. In new directions, I think you're stretching your mind, you're stretching your body. I feel like there may have been, there may be a new practice that you've incorporated into your life. Some sort of exercise potentially, but also potentially exercise for your mind. They're focusing a lot on the mind. I think you're actively trying to accomplish something with your perspective and how you're seeing life in general, which leads into this. You've got joy coming out here, which is great. And also the Swan, which is transformation and trusting psychic gifts. You are transforming so that you can see joy better. So this is great. It's a very clean, very clean hippie feeling. When I say hippie, I mean like it feels like I just walked into a psychic shop. I feel like this is a strange feeling. I just walked into a psychic shop and everything's clean and happy and very much love and light and all that stuff, okay? That's what I'm feeling here. And you want to see the joy. Oh, and there's a problem. Is that what it is? Show me what's going on. I was hoping to give you, be like, look at what you're seeing. Look at all this stuff and everything. But, the thing is that if you're showing up on my table, there's advice needed. So, okay. Joy is what you're looking for. Joy is what you're trying to transform everything into. And maybe you've been doing this specific practice for a while. It's very clean, very love and light. But you're finding, actually, you're struggling with some things that keep coming to surface. Because that's what yoga does. Yoga is one of the best practices to bring out all the pains that are stored in your, I'm talking emotional pains, that are stored in your body due to past traumas or pains, emotional pains, that kind of things. When I say traumas, it doesn't necessarily mean it's something extreme, okay? It just means something that hurt your feelings and struck you deep, okay? It does not mean that it's something major that, was reported to the cops or something like that, right? Okay. But it could. Don't get me wrong. It could. But I'm just saying that, you know, there's a lot of there's a lot of people talking about, like, online, I see a lot of people, well, you know, but I had all this horrible stuff happen when I was in the system and all this other stuff. I hear a lot of people talking about that, and yes, I feel really bad for those people, but that doesn't mean that someone who had a tame childhood doesn't mean they don't have issues to work through. In fact, the people who had the tame childhood have a harder time seeing what their issues are, seeing what the deep down understanding needs to happen. So please don't minimize, don't be like, oh, that's nothing. I mean, that was just, I grew up in, you know, middle class America. It doesn't really, you know, we didn't have many issues. Everybody did. That's why we're here. So please don't minimize your own stuff. You know, oh, well, you know, somebody else had it worse than me. That's one of the things that, like, causes us to live with pain. Okay, let's talk about what's being pulled out here. What's being pulled? Because you're trying to see the joy. You're working on transforming your perspective into joy. You want to experience the joy. And when I say joy, let me define that for you. Joy is the feeling you get when you're standing in the sun on a nice warm day after winter. Nice warm day, and it's shining on your face, and you're just like, oh, this feels amazing. That's joy. That is receiving warmth and love, because yeah, it's love. Warmth and love without expecting, you know, the other party expecting anything in return, and you not feeling you have to give something in return. It is unconditional warmth. Right? Because you know you're always going to get it from the sun. So it's pure joy. The joy of, you know, young children laughing. You know, maybe your own children laughing. Or grandchildren, doesn't matter. Laughing as they're running down, you know, down the grass or whatever, chasing a frisbee or a dog or something like that. That is joy, watching those things. The pleasure you feel from that stuff. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking to feel something better. I'm positive that you do feel some joy, I'm sure. But I think what's happening is that you may be targeting places where you feel stuck. Okay, so let's talk about with the yoga. We're going to use this yoga card as a way to kind of pull out the hurts that are hurting. Let's see here. So what's this... what are the blockages that Sagittarius is seeing here? We've got the sun, of course. Happiness. Hello. None of these others. Oh, okay. The sun, obviously. Happiness and positivity. Three of Cups. There is something in regards to friendships. That's not feeling so fulfilling for you. What else? This one. 5 of Swords. Oh, what are you telling yourself? Okay. We got the Lovers too. So these two came out at the same time. Okay, so let's go over this. So remember the yoga I said, you know, it pulls out all the old hurts that are stored in your body from past stuff. And it talks about, you know, we've got the sun and we've got the 3 of Cups. Happiness. The sun is like all the happy. It's like the happiest card in the deck. This is the issue. This is what's being pulled out. And what the problem is, you know, your happiness in regards to connections with other people that you share cups with. Doesn't necessarily have to be just a partner. It could be a partner too. Don't get me wrong. But it could be also with like long-term friends. You do share cups with friends too, because you guys love each other. You're not in love with each other, right? But you do love each other. You care for each other. You guys have cups together. There are emotions there. Like you would be hurt if you and your friend broke up. So, but there is something about these connections with these people that you share cups with, that you are like telling yourself, you're like actively lying to yourself with this Five of Swords, actively lying to yourself about this lover's concept. And I'm talking a lover's connection, a deeper connection. There is something you are telling yourself in regards to that. What are they telling themselves? It feels like you're telling yourself that I've got all these things like popping in my head, and I want to make sure that it's actually related. Show me the cards. What is this? What are they like lying to themselves about? The Moon. Again, more lies. Secrets. What is it? Misinterpretation. What else? About what? Judgment. Divine action. And that Lovers. Okay, so what I'm thinking is probably correct then. See, this is when I second guess myself. I'm perfectly capable, but yet I second guess myself. Okay, so we've got Five of Swords in regards to the Lovers, the Moon, and Judgment. We've got something, potentially a situation where there was a friend, somebody who may have been considered a friend that you thought that was a strong lover's bond, okay? Strong lover's bond that you had with them. And you're hiding something about that connection to yourself. I'm not sure if you're telling yourself that this is a lover's connection and that is the challenge. Like if that's the problem, that this was a divine connection, that kind of thing. That may be it. Is that you are pinpointing that somebody specific that you have met was it. That one person. And that is not true. That is not true. What I'm want to say is that the weight of which you are putting on this person, which they may or may not know, I don't know, but the weight that you're putting on the value of this person in relation to you is too much. They do not complete you. You are whole by yourself. You are whole by yourself. Yes, it was divinely acted upon that they came into your lives, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. So everybody's like, oh, it's still divinely guided, divinely guided. Yes, you know what? And that's wonderful. We can be very grateful for things like that. But it's not special. It happens all the time. That's why these people come in and out of your lives, that kind of thing. It's not special. So I feel like you're hiding from this. Oh, give me more. Give me more. What else? Nine of Swords. Death. Six of Pentacles. So with the Nine of Swords, Death, and the Six of Pentacles coming out here. What I'm seeing is that there was an ending that occurred. There is an ending that occurred that did stress you out, okay? It did stress you out a bit. With that Death card and, of course, Nine of Swords. But with the Six of Pentacles, what I've got here is showing that it kind of ended fairly, really kind of balanced. Maybe you're telling yourself that it's unbalanced. Maybe you could be telling yourself that it's unbalanced. But it is balanced with the Six of Pentacles here. Oh, okay. So let's back up a little bit and let's pull this all together. Okay, so we've got a situation where you've got somebody that's in your life that was a friend that you and maybe this person knew that you had a lover's connection, right? Somebody who you gave a lot of weight to, as far as like their importance to your life, and that there was divine guidance, divine action that occurred here in regards to this relationship. I don't usually want to do this with relationships, but sure. And so what's happened though is that something about that connection you are lying to yourself about. There's something about it. It could be the weight of this person. Because this moon and this Five of Swords, I mean, this is complete self-deception. Self-deception in regards to it. And so there was an ending with this person that did stress you out. It hurt your feelings, kept you awake a bit, that kind of thing. Because of the way this is coming out here, we've got the Six of Pentacles is laying on top of the Moon card, which tells me that the balance of the ending, how the ending occurred, is what's being hidden. What you are lying to yourself about. It's about the ending. So it's like you feel like you've been telling yourself things with this connection are uneven. And because it's uneven, it's going to come back around again. Okay? Just because like connections like this, that's how it happens when they're uneven like that. They come back around. But what's happening is that it was even and it's over. And you're lying to yourself about it. There's something that's within you that is holding on to this lover's connection, or what you have identified as a lover's connection. You are still holding on to it. You still think that this person is going to come back around and talk to you just because they're your twin flame or whatever you want to call it. And that idea that they're going to come back around is what's holding you back from seeing joy. Because you feel like as long as this person hasn't come back and you feel like the unevenness hasn't been settled, you're not going to see joy. You're not going to feel joy because you feel like you would feel joy if this person came back and talked to you. Well, yes, I have no doubt that if you did speak with this person, you would feel joy. I have no doubt about that. But if this person came back, it wouldn't be with the result that you're actually looking for. And it would actually cause more Nine of Swords. Because there is something that you are denying. There is something that you are denying, you are refusing to look at in regards to how this ended. Something about how you contributed to this. Something you don't want to look at. I don't know what that is because they're not really telling me. So take that however that works. Let's do this here. So what, so you're trying to like see joy and stuff like that. Transformation. Trusting the psychic gifts. Oh. So do you feel like this person gave you your psychic gifts? Is that what, like because of them they gave it to you? Because of them you got them? Is that what this is? And so you're like, this is my psychic gift. Five of Wands. It's like it was hard won, you know? It's like it was hard won. Look at that. We got the Sun again. It was a hard one. You fought for this. You fought for this. You fought for this connection. I don't think your person knows that. I don't think your connection, this person that you're pinpointing here, I don't think they know that. I don't think they realize how hard you fought for it, or that, you know, you fought for the joy. Because that's what the sun is joy. This sun is joy. They were your joy. You experienced full joy when you met this person, and you haven't experienced it since. So you're looking for it again, and you're kind of thinking that it's in this person. Hold on. This is kind of all over the place. Focus. Okay. Show me what's going on with the psychic gifts. Here we go. Queen of Cups. Yeah, so the person that you were talking to was somebody who was emotionally very intelligent. Emotionally intelligent, very intuitive and whatnot. Very good at reading people, right? And being able to calm people down or even rile them up. You know, kind of a master of emotions, really. But someone who used them properly. Knight of Pentacles. What about it? Somebody was going too slow. Justice. Somebody's married. Oh, somebody's married. What else? Ten of Swords. Because somebody was married, it ended. Time was going by too slow and you couldn't come together properly. You couldn't come together properly with the whole thing, and so what happened is that it ended. The relationship between you and this person ended. And so you keep telling yourself that once whoever's relationship ends, could be yours, could be theirs, whatever. Once that relationship ends, you should step in, because then it's your turn. This is what you were telling yourself that's making you miserable. That's what's making you miserable. So what's the advice for Sagittarius in regards to this? What's the advice? We got Nine of Swords again. Think it through really good, apparently. And we've got Knight of Swords and Seven of Cups and Six of Swords. What this says to me, Sagittarius, what this says, is that you want to talk to him. So it implies that you have access to this person, or access to speak to them. So they're saying that, because you're going to continue to stress out about this until you actually do something about it. And what they're saying is that, when you reach out and speak to them, what's going to do is it's going to clear away all the fog. It's going to help you understand things a bit more. It is going to bring back those Nine of Swords, like I mentioned earlier, because that's come out twice here. It is going to bring back that Nine of Swords energy, that whole I'm kind of stressed out kind of energy. But it's going to clear up the fog. It's going to make you see things very clearly. You're no longer going to have stuff stuck under the moon or in the Five of Swords where you're lying to yourself about it. There is something about it that you are lying to yourself. Maybe you think it ended, equally and there's nothing to say. And maybe there is something else to say. But there's something inside you that is harassing you about it with this Five of Wands. Something within your psychic gifts, because it's over here on top of the swan. Something within your psychic gifts is saying you need to reach out. They make you happy. And it's giving you shit, right? They make you happy. They are actually a very loving person. Just talk to them. See what happens. Because it ended because somebody was married and it was going too slow. It wasn't going fast enough. Excuse me while I take a sip of my zero sugar Monster Energy, the ultra sunrise. It's good stuff for middle of the day. Anyways, we have more to say though. Oh, all right. They want to show you what that person's going to say, what their reaction's going to be. Because that may be why you're holding back. You're like, no, I'm not going to talk to him. It ended, remember? I'm not going to talk to him. Show me what their person, this person that they want to speak with, what their reaction's going to be when they finally take action on this and speak with them. Show me what their person's reaction is going to be when they finally speak with them, please. Queen of Cups keeps coming up for me as far as like showing herself to me. What else? How is their person going to react when Sagittarius presents themselves and tries to talk to them? We have Six of Swords. Again. Okay, about what? We have the Knight of Cups, Judgment, King of Cups. Wow. So, Six of Swords implicates, you know, their reaction would be to that they have expressed that they've moved on from what happened in the past. They've expressed that they've moved on. Excuse me. Monster maybe burp, sorry. In that the Knight of Cups here shows that there's, you know, new willingness to be vulnerable here. Knight of Cups. This is the most vulnerable knight in the deck, okay? New willingness to be vulnerable. They're willing to see their own vulnerability, and maybe willing to see yours too. With this Judgment card, because we have Judgment here twice now. Divine. I think they're recognizing the divine action going on here, okay? They're recognizing the divine action going on here. And then we have a match to the Queen of Cups, King of Cups. We have a match. So I think that they are going to match your energies here. They may even, I do think that they see you the same way that you see them. I do think that. I think you guys are both in agreement in regards to how you see each other, as far as, you know, divine counterparts, that kind of thing. I do think that it would turn out positively. I do think so. Now, of course, this is just a tarot reading. Tarot does not dictate action. Tarot does not dictate. Tarot does not dictate action. You do. Can't speak today, apparently. You do. And this is based on the energies right now. Is there someone still married here? Is there someone still married? Because someone was married. Five of Pentacles, no. Yeah, no. And they've been single for a while. We've got 4 of Swords too. So because we got 5 of Pentacles, somebody's separated. They're either separated or they're divorced. Yeah. Yep. Could be you though. That could be you. Is Sagittarius this person? We have the World. So something has ended for them. The cycle's over, and I think they're recognizing that. So if they're in a relationship, they know that the cycle is over. It may not just actually have ended yet. No, give me more on that. Give me more on that, World. Show me. Why is the World here? 6 of Wands, 2 of Swords. It just no longer feels good with whatever they're in. It no longer feels good. If they're in something. If they are in something, it no longer feels good. It just doesn't. Something inside them kind of blocks it out. They probably feel the same as you, as far as like you being their sun, you know, their joy. Connections like that are fantastic and everything, but I hesitate to see. I'm curious about like what it is in the ego that you guys are accomplishing for each other within your own egos and stuff. Because connections like this, I hope it is pure joy. Because pure joy is not ego-centered. And not because she loves me, I'm worthy. Because he loves me, I'm worthy, that kind of thing. A lot of these relationships where people are heavily connected with like a karmic kind of connection, there is something that you are holding on to. Now, I get it that there's some connections where it's truly 100% joy, and it just is what it is. You can't let go of this person. It just is what it is. Okay, I get it. But there's a lot of people who say they have this type of connection, and it's not actually true. They're like, oh yeah, he's my soulmate, he's my twin flame, he's my blah, 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 blah. And 3 months later, they've broken up. Because it's a karmic. It's a karmic that was fulfilling something in your ego. Showing you something that's within you that you were missing. Ace of Swords, the truth. Maybe you were just horny, King of Wands. But Queen of Cups, looking for that love. Queen of Cups over here too. So, yeah. My ears ringing. Alright. Let's get one final outcome here. What are we showing here? What's coming up for Sagittarius, please? Show me. Don't let pride get in your way. The last like 4 signs have gotten this, Sag. Seriously. Don't let pride get in your way. I'm too proud to reach out to this person because you know what? They treated me like shit at the end or something like that, right? They treated me like crap at the end, and you know, why should I have to reach out to them? Then don't. You can sit and bask in your pride. Because if you really did love this person, that pride wouldn't be in the way. And maybe once you get past that pride, maybe you actually don't need to. You know? So, there's so many different factors that can happen here, so just take it however it works for you, but that's what I got for you today, Sag. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will see you next time.